Boom, 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 boom. What's going on? Welcome back to another one. This is the 92nd episode of your favorite nerdy podcast where we talk about everything culture, especially comic books, movies, anime, and some sports sprinkled in. You know how it is. And that podcast being Comic
X Weeb! Ha! Ha! Ha!
I'm your co-host, James, a.k.a. Comics for Cheap, a.k.a. hashtag Send It to James, a.k.a. Is it racist to stay in a hotel? And I got my co-host here with me.
It's your boy, Chris, a.k.a. Come on, Dino, hit me with the music. Black Santa, revere me, aka yeah, it pretty much is when you're black. You just said, nah, man, I'd rather stay at a hotel, you know, black guy, aka super cold. What?
Yeah,
that's good stuff. Water.
Oh.
Sponsored by nobody, because we still ain't got no damn sponsors. I'm telling y'all, they coming though. Manscaped, you know y'all need me. You know y'all need him. Y'all need us. Come on now, Ray Shadow. Y'all need us. I know y'all gonna hit us up. I know this coming sooner than later. I'm telling y'all.
It's
gonna be right there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have them sponsor my CD. Yeah. Yeah, super cold, baby. Sponsored by one of them.
Well, hell yeah. So hit that like button, whether you're live or on the replay. We appreciate y'all checking us out. We're here every Tuesday at 9 p.m. and we just talk a bunch of nerdy stuff. And we encourage y'all to talk a lot of shit in the comments so we can have a nice conversation about anything that we're talking about. So we got a lot this week. There was a lot, like last week, there was almost no news that dropped, nothing. And then this week we get like 6 trailers. We get, all sorts of comic book type news. It's very exciting. Leading into the SDCC weekend that's towards the end of the month. We already got Vinyl Dragon in the house. What's up, Vinyl Dragon? He says, what's up, bros? How you doing? Time to turn on that heat into the night without mention of a Zion, a Williams, and the fact that they cast CeeLo as Hypno Hustler.
Love it, man. Zion Williamson, man, right now, he just, he got to deal with Maya Mills and all that other porn star crap he got going on. Hopefully, he can get in shape and be ready to play. But yeah, man.
Yeah, him against Victor, Who's Your Mama.
That's right, man. Victor Wambanyama, a.k.a. Victor Who's Your Mama, a.k.a. Victor Bondoom.
Victor Bondoom.
You want to start with that?
Sure, let's go.
All right, man. So I watched his first 2 games of the Summer League. His first game, as you saw, James, we were talking a little bit briefly, he got what happened to him, James?
He got what I think they refer to as posterized. Yeah, he got nuts in the face. He got all that Mr. Planters right there jarred up on his nose and mouth area by a dude who barely came up to his nipple.
That was his welcome to the NBA moment, man. It ain't even a regular season yet, because he's going to get way more of that. When you're a defender and you're supposed to defend at the level he defends at, yeah, he's going to get dunked on that.
Final Dragon says the River Tribe will not challenge today. No, I don't think that Victor, Who's Your Mama, is from any of the Wakanda tribes.
No, I don't think so. But, again, everybody say it with me now. He's the greatest prospect since LeBron James. And, there's some people saying he's the greatest prospect in all, not just NBA history, but all of let's be honest. I mean, no offense to I'm not even going to go there. In all of basketball, all of sports, all of American sports, in all of American sports, Victor Wembanyama is the greatest prospect ever.
That's insane.
That is insane.
That is a ridiculous statement to make.
It sure is. This kid.
Why can't we make that statement like? Yeah, what? That's just absurdity. That's just where where the newscasters and sportscasters and whatever, they're just going into these hyperbolic speeches where, Come on, dude. Like the greatest prospect in all of sports history?
All of American sports history, yeah.
What?
Exactly. What? I said the same thing, man.
Since 1776, this man is the greatest sports prospect?
It's all of them, yeah. There you go. 1776, yeah, all of them.
Yeah, I'm sure there were sports. No, come on, there were sports in 1776.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe not national American sports, but sports.
A whole bunch of shit, man. But yeah, so they're saying that. Hey, look, his first game. Oh, what Dragon said? What Dragon got?
He said he's a French-speaking basketball Marvel villain.
He might be. He might. I mean, think about it, man. His he got his bodyguard slapping Britney Spears. So I mean, maybe.
Damn.
Oh, you didn't hear about that?
No, I didn't hear about that.
So Britney Spears saw him in like some San Antonio either restaurant or something they was at.
So she's confirmed to be alive.
Huh?
So she's confirmed to be alive because there was a thing going around on the internet about how she's not actually alive anymore.
Well, she's alive. Her face hit that. Like that video of that man's hand hitting her face. So yeah, she's still alive.
Good.
She felt that one. Yeah, she felt that one. I don't know. Maybe he killed her after that.
She felt that one.
But what happened? She saw Victor and she was like, because Britney is a sports fan, so she wanted to help and maybe get a picture or whatever. And she got up there and tapped him on the shoulder. And before he can do anything, his bodyguard saw it. And according to TMZ, first off, they was like, as soon as he saw it, he just backhanded her and she hit the ground. Okay. So what actually happened, because TMZ kind of just went with something. What actually happened was the bodyguard slapped her hand away, and it ended up slapping her in the face, and she tripped off of that because he did slap her hand pretty hard, and it did hit her in the face, and she slipped off of that. Their TMZ, of course, reported at him back slapping her, and that's not what happened.
Look,
he hit her hand, she hit her face, and she tripped, she stumbled. And then, they eventually talked afterwards. Her team is telling her to take legal actions towards it. But, I don't know if that's really what she feels he wants to do. And the police saw the video and was like, yeah, he didn't intentionally hit her. He was just doing his thing. Look, I'm going to say this. One, I'm going to be honest with you. The bodyguard did not do his job because he shouldn't even let her get that close to begin with.
Sure.
So, but I ain't gonna kill the man. He was trying to do his job. What Dragon say?
Dragon says, "Coming to America, yes, in the face. Hey man, what are you doing? It's the halftime show. Yes, this is my favorite part of the program. In the face."
Yeah, it wasn't her favorite part of the program. So yeah, that's what happened with that. But anyway, Victor had.
So I know you. Hold on, you mentioned LeBron James, and I just had to say because I saw this. Apparently, he got a 100 score on the new 2K video game, which is the first time since Shaq got it in, I think, 2002 is what they were saying.
Oh, what, in a new game?
In the new 2K basketball game, yeah. He got a 100 rating. And he was the first one to do it since Shaq.
I could have sworn
it
that
might
he
be
had the 100 rating before. I could have sworn that Steph or Kobe had that too. I guess not. Huh.
I'll look it up real quick, but go ahead.
Interesting. Okay. But, saw his first game when he got dunked on. He didn't play that well. He went 2 for 13. He had 9 points, but obviously when you go 2 for 13, you mainly got that off of free throws. He defended not really that good. He was just there. He struggled. He got five, I think, rebounds and 2 or 3 blocks. So it wasn't terrible, but he struggled. His second game, he put up 27 points in 27 minutes. So that's pretty good.
Okay.
I think he had double-digit rebound. I think he had maybe 12. So that's pretty good.
Okay.
And he had maybe 2 or 3 blocks. Good again. So he played much better in his second game. Defended very well. There was some really good plays where his defensive mind looked really good because he was fully engaged. And he had some really smart plays where he controlled the offensive players' decision-making because he really was quick off the pick and roll, and he was able to defend really well off that, which is very hard to do. So that was impressive. And there was many plays where he wasn't going to get the block, but he did a great job in getting enough spacing and enough problems for the shooter that he's making the guy miss the shots. So there was a lot of good that I saw with him in that second game. And even in the first game, there was some little glimpses of goodness on defense. Look, the whole thing, like you said, James, it is beyond. To me, you're setting this guy up for failure with those kind of expectations. The only guy, if we bring up LeBron again, and Charles Barkley has said this. I've said this on this podcast. I've said this to you. And I'll say it in this aspect this way specifically. I think LeBron is the greatest sports story of all time because this dude came out of high school, and he lived up to the hype right then and there. He was the hype, and he lived up to it. He played his first game against Sacramento was good for a rookie coming in with all this hype. He played very well, and he basically seemed like he was in his prime from when he fucking got in the league, and just got better and better. And he's still playing at a high level now. When you look at what he's done, never got it. And while I say it's a great sports story, he never got in trouble. He brought the right friends with him. You don't hear any of his friends doing stupid stuff. They've all became their own successful thing. Right. One with marketing, another one who's an agent, his agent, and other agents of star players. Like his friends, all three of his boys have done something in the world outside of being LeBron's boy. And he set them up, but he looked out for them, but he only brought those guys. He didn't bring like a whole crew of 1,000 people with him. He brought his closest friends, the ones he could trust, and they've handled theirs and kept him safe, and he stayed safe. Right. With all the thing LeBron had to live up to, and the fact that he did is amazing to me. And it's still playing good, and again, does not get in trouble. That is a key thing. So, LeBron, he's done an amazing thing. And you're telling me this guy's better than that? He's more hyped than that? This dude is, what has he done? Stop it. Do I think he's going to be good? I think he's going to be good. Do I think he's going to be better than LeBron? Hell no. Do I think he's going to be better than Kareem? No, I don't. Do I think he's going to be better than Shaq? No, I don't.
But he's not going to be more dominant than Shaq.
I think he's going to be a good player.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard not to be a good player when you're 7'2" and your arms are like 4 foot long.
Yeah, I mean, I just think he's going to be great. I think he's going to be a great, but I think the hype is beyond ridiculous.
I think if he gets some squat, if this dude got like a 36-inch vertical, on top of being 7'2" with the 4 foot arms, he would be unstoppable. So what he needs to do is just get in the gym, and do nothing but leg and jump exercises. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then when he go bro, you know how hard it would be to guard a fucking lob up for him to just fucking dunk? Yeah. Every play? Because if he were to jump 3 feet at 7'2" with 4 foot arms, that's putting his hand at fucking 14 feet in the air. There are not many people who are going to be able to guard him on the way back down without breaking their hands against the rim when he's going for that dunk. Agreed. Fully agree. That's all he needs to do. Get weighted up because this dude is pretty quick. He can handle. He can do so many things for his size. And like you said, he get in that weight room. He bulk up, man. Oh boy, not even bulk up. Just work on the vertical. Just train with some Olympic high jumpers. Yep. That's what you gotta do. He already black. He got that advantage, so he's good. No, he just need to. If he had that vertical dude, though, who's gonna guard him? Even if you jumped with him, you know what I mean. Or even if you jumped at the right moment to try to stop him on the way back down, and then your hand gets caught between the ball and the rim, your fucking 4 fingers are broken. The only 2 defenders in the NBA I think that can really defend, you can maybe say 3, would be Joel Embiid, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Anthony Davis are the only 3 big men who can defend with him. But he bulks up, they ain't gonna be able to do anything. He's gonna abuse people. He do what you did, train with the right people. Yeah, it's gonna be. It's so much potential in this kid, but the biggest thing is they got to calm down with these outrageous things. Oh, sure. Yeah, with the comparisons. Outside of that, I think he's going to be a good – I really do. From the 2 games I saw, I think he's going to be pretty good. As long as he can stay healthy, obviously. I think he's going to be pretty good.
And the last thing I'm gonna say that helps him out so much is he got drafted to the right organization, because Kawhi Leonard became this unbelievable player, but when you watched him in college, he ain't looked special. When he first got to San Antonio, damn sure wasn't special. But that organization and that training staff, and of course, Kawhi is a good player and he had it in him, and they was able to help get it out of him. And then they got the best of it. And Kawhi went on to be one of the best players in the world. He's in the right place. He got one of the greatest coaches of all time in Greg Popovich, which some say is the greatest coach. I don't, but he definitely is up there. And the only reason why I say he is, I'm a Laker guy. Phil Jackson, that's my guy. But outside of that, yeah, Pop is probably the best. If I be realistic about it, Pop is amazing. But you got that. You got a great organization. The Spurs is a first-class organization. He's in an excellent place, because some places can ruin it. Like if you go to Portland, things don't usually work out there for high draft picks. They don't really work out very much at all. Ask Greg Oden, and I can name a couple others. The point is, he went to a good organization. He's in a great spot. I think the kid's going to be all right. People just need to calm the hell down. Let him play. Let him learn. It's going to take about 5 years or so before we really know what he is. But just give him some time. But he's going to be good.
Vinyl says, preach, Santa, preach. I was asking James the same thing when he mentioned, when he replied, he mentioned players that are retired. I didn't want to say anything, but I think he really thought these guys still played. Now we're starting with this bullshit 15 minutes in already. I see how it is. Okay.
You know how it is.
Okay. All right. You know, when I was making the 1776 joke, I almost mentioned Vinyl Dragon. I was like, Vinyl would know. You know what I mean? I didn't though. I was like, it's too early. We haven't gotten there yet, but now we're open for that shit. So it's
I guess so. Gloves are off now.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. Anything else sports wise we got?
I don't. No. There is something on baseball when it comes to the Angels and whether they're going to trade one of their star players, but I want to give that some time. So no, not really. Not so much.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's jump into. All right. Before we get into all the comic book related news,
okay,
because there is a lot.
Okay.
I just wanted to briefly mention, I guess it's kind of pop culture-ish, that Instagram, Facebook, the Meta brand has launched the new Twitter called Threads. I don't know if you heard about this, seen about this. But basically in response to Elon Musk royally fucking up Twitter and basically destroying it and running it into the ground, Facebook hired all of the people who left Twitter and created Threads. And that is now going to be probably the new Twitter. Like it became one of the fastest, I think it was like the fastest website to reach 1 million users, period. And then like everyone who built accounts and everything, I think it's already at like 20 million people on there, which is crazy. I mean, it within the last couple of days, pretty intense. So I haven't gone on there or joined or anything, but I wasn't on Twitter either, so it just doesn't appeal to me. That type of social media just doesn't appeal to me. So I wasn't gonna go on it regardless. But it is a new thing, and Elon Musk is really mad about it and called Zuck a cuck, which is really funny. Like trying to sue him over it and all sorts of shit.
Oh, I saw. Oh, that makes sense now because I saw like a comedy sketch of like Elon Musk and the guy you just named, like walking into each other in a club, and like a really snooty rich people's club, and they was like trying to be as friendly but hate each other at the same time. So they was taking a bunch of jabs at each other. So eventually they was about to start fighting, and I was just like, that's interesting. Why are they doing a sketch like this now? I guess I see why.
Well, there was also like rumors that they were actually going to fight each other. That's
why that sketch turned into that.
Yeah. So similar to like the YouTube stars boxing or whatever, they were going to do like a Elon Musk versus Zuckerberg boxing event, which is hilarious to think about.
That would be hilarious. God, I'll tell you one thing though. If they ever did convince they say, yeah, we'll do it, that would break all kind of records. Like the buy sales for that shit will be greater than any celebrity's thing that's come close to right now. It won't even be close.
It'd just be so weird because like
It would be, but people would be intrigued. I
are
would be
either of them
intrigued.
like fight trained at all? I don't
Probably
know.
not.
Can you imagine like just the
That
one
makes it
wrong
even
tap
funnier.
to the head and
Hmm.
like one of them actually dies in the ring or some shit?
See, intrigue.
You're right. You know what?
Exactly.
I would pay $5 to watch one of them die. I
I
definitely
would
would.
too. I would too.
That's
We're
like
not
that's
wishing
like
that they died. We're not saying we want that to happen. We're just saying we would pay money to see something like that happen.
that's like the Dave Chappelle joke where he's like, people don't go to a tiger show to watch people be safe with tigers.
Of
They
course
go
not.
there and think, one of these motherfuckers might get bit. I'd like to see
Exactly.
that.
This could be the
I'd
day
like to
we
see
see a
that
tiger
for
eat a
$13.
motherfucker. Dude, it's like the bull riding things. The most hype part is when that motherfucker get knocked off the bull and that bull's chasing his ass down and he gets knocked up in the air.
Yeah, that's my favorite part because I hate that they do that
Right.
shit to bulls. I hate that shit, bro. All that and the running of the bulls and the matadors and when they kill them, and like it's sad. Vinyl says, shit, I would beat up either one of them if they gave me free corn dogs for life at QT.
See?
Corn dogs? That's
Yeah.
disgusting. Now listen,
Damn, Jay.
look, I don't like corn dogs very much.
Uh-huh.
But there are two different types of corn dogs. There's corn dogs with like that. There's like one with like a sweeter bread, and then one with not as sweet of a bread. So, Vinyl,
Yes.
which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the sweet bread corn dogs, or I guess like the regular breaded corn dogs? Let me know. Hashtag corn dog in your mouth.
Hashtag corn dogs.
in your mouth.
I knew it was gonna go there.
Yeah. Come on now.
Yeah.
All right. So yes, Threads is a thing, and
Okay.
now we can jump into. Do you want to start with DC or Marvel?
Let's start with DC.
All right, DC. So we just got some news that dropped as far as Superman Legacy goes.
Here
We
we
are
go.
going to be getting a Guy Gardner. Guy Gardner has been cast for Superman Legacy.
Oh, he's gonna be in that. Wait, that's the first Superman movie, right?
Yeah, this is like James Gunn's first DC.
Yeah. Okay. All
release.
right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna get a Guy Gardner.
Wow, he's gonna be in that movie, huh?
Yeah, I thought it was an interesting choice too.
Yeah.
I was like, why Guy Gardner?
Yeah. Like, I guess obviously he's gonna be the comedic part of that movie for sure.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but like also why Guy Gardner?
It may have made more sense for him to be in a Batman movie because Batman punching him and all that shit was an iconic and funny ass moment.
There was a little skit that I watched. I think they like redid the voices of like a Justice League thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure they did. But Batman was just ragging on Green Lantern for his weakness being the color yellow. Oh my god, dude, this shit was so fucking funny. He's like, if there's a robbery, I really hope the guy's not wearing yellow.
And then you could just picture Bruce saying it with his fucking tone and his voice and everything.
Yeah,
And
dude,
it's
he
hilarious.
was so serious about it. Oh my god, it was so fucking funny.
Yes.
All right, so we're getting Guy Gardner. We're also getting Hawkgirl. Hawkgirl has been cast for Superman Legacy.
Why?
And then we're also getting
Wait,
Mr. Terrific. Mr. Terrific has also been cast for the Superman Legacy movie.
Why though?
How you feel?
First movie?
All of them. All of them.
What the hell is this movie gonna be about, man? Like, what is this movie?
No Lex Luthor casting yet.
What? You naming these motherfuckers, but we don't got a Lex cast yet?
We haven't heard of one yet. Anyway, nothing's been.
Well,
announced.
that's not saying he's not going to be in though. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. We just haven't heard it. Yeah, nothing has been. At least it's not what's his face, Jesse Eisenberg with a long shoulder length hair, like we got in Batman vs Superman. That motherfucker. I don't care what. Like, if any casting has taken me out of a movie immediately, that's the one.
That was the one.
Period, dude. Like, there has never. You gender swap, race swap, whatever. It doesn't matter. I've seen it all, and it's never taken me out of a movie as much as Jesse Eisenberg with shoulder length hair cracking these corny ass jokes to Bruce and Clark, and whatever that performance was as Lex Luthor.
I guess my worst one. I can agree with that. But one that was bad for me too was, and again, I give him tons of props because he admitted himself, and he was like, when he got the role, he was like, I should not have this role. Are you
I know
sure?
where you're going
Like,
with.
literally told him, yes,
I know
that
you're going with.
70s show. Fucking Eric Cartman from that, not Cartman, Eric Freeman.
Foreman.
It was Freeman, wasn't it?
Foreman.
Foreman. There we go. Thank you. Eric fucking Foreman from that 70s show being Venom. Hell no. Yeah. That one there, when I saw that, I was like, what? But to be fair, he admitted himself on tons of interviews, I should have not been cast for that part. Like, I told them, I should not be Eddie Brock and go into Venom. Like, it is not a good idea. So I would give him credit for that, because even he knew, like, bruh, come on now. Like, I don't fit this role. Look at me and look at what Eddie Brock's look like. This works? No.
My spider senses.
Yeah, that shit was awesome though. See it, chumps. And every time somebody did that, it got left. I was just looking at this dude like, that's Eric Cartman. He's a chump, man. I mean, Eric Freeman. He's a chump, man.
Yeah. You just got to be like, what does Red Foreman always say? Where he's like, oh, dumbass.
Literally, that's literally when he said see it, chump, and left. I was just like, dumbass. Like that. And through the whole movie, every time he would do something, I was just like, dumbass. Man, that's all it was, bro. It was nothing else.
Oh, God.
He is a good actor. I'm just saying. That one a good role for him.
Yeah, he's an okay actor. He definitely should have been. But yeah, so we get some casting announcements for Superman. It's gonna be interesting. I don't know what they're trying to set up with that.
I have no idea. That's weird.
Yeah, definitely strange. Definitely strange to get Hawkgirl, Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, and Mr. Terrific and Superman together in a movie.
In a Superman movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Terrific's definitely like I read it twice and I was just like, Mr. Terrific, like, all right. I was like, okay, James Gunn bringing out the weirdos. I'm telling you, man. And we knew that would happen. We knew it would happen, but I didn't know it would happen immediately.
Yeah, man. I mean, Mr. Terrific, man, he's terrific, but I don't think his ass should be in a Superman movie like this. But hey, Guy Gardner showing up and Hawkgirl showing up. Why? Okay. I don't know. Hawkman gonna show up too?
Because we already had like a Lantern show that's gonna happen with
John Stewart and Hal Jordan.
Yeah. Like a little buddy cop type thing.
Yeah.
So maybe they're setting up Guy to join in with that. I don't know.
I was always under the assumption that Guy was going to make an appearance. I didn't know if it would be like super important, but like one or two episodes, I felt like, he's definitely going to show up because it's Gardner. So
I was kind of hoping that James Gunn would do the Kyle story where his girlfriend is found dead in the refrigerator.
Oh my God, yo, I'm sorry. I don't care if you're watching and you feel this way. I'm sorry. You're a pansy. It was not that big of a deal to me, but people still get so angry about that. How dare they use a female like that? Oh my God, that was horrible. It's like, bro, have you seen some of the stuff that happened to the females' love interest, the men? And then they go
Chris is like,
and it's like, bro, empowerment. Like, dude, calm down. It was like
Chris is like, bro, have you seen my refrigerator?
I plead the fifth on that, James. Bro, what you doing? Nah. I mean, like I get rid of the rain, bitch. Nah.
That's the worst shit that's happened in a refrigerator since Jeffrey Dahmer.
Whoa, hold on now. We ain't going there, bro. We ain't doing all that now. Hold on now. Oh, now you ain't trying to get Black set up to do some shit.
Oh no, I was saying the Kyle thing. The Kyle
thing. Oh yeah, for real. That's basically how so many people. It's so funny when I see a story still come out. It'd be like on Screen Rant or some bullshit like that, and they're like, "Oh my God, remember what they did? That story, a woman was in the fucking refrigerator. Oh, look at how horrible DC is. How they treat women and stuff. Like, dude." What the fuck? It was not like that. It was
definitely a surprise.
Yes.
But I think that was the point. And Kyle was like such a ladies' man, had this girl wrapped around his finger, and then all of a sudden, bam!
Right. And honestly, that's realistic. That's what would happen, dude. That's the main reason why Spider-Man don't want to tell his secret identity. Because guess what? His villains will show up and fuck shit up. And guess what happened? Somebody showed up and fucked shit up when he did the
shit all the way up. All the way up. Final Dragon says the Flash Digital July 18th, Dollar Tree July 23rd. Shit. Now I seen that Guardians has made a digital release, but it hasn't hit Disney Plus yet. I don't know when it's going to hit Disney Plus, but they're trying to sell it first, obviously. So they're selling it for digital, or you could buy the Blu-ray, or in Vinyl's case, you could buy the VHS and
hey, gloves are off. Apparently, so there we go.
He can go get the laser disc at the flea market.
Oh,
and so I've been waiting to see, because I still haven't seen that shit, so I'll see it when it hits Disney Plus. But
so you still haven't seen it?
No, I haven't. But
you do know what happens at the end, don't you?
I have been told various things, but I just, trying to forget everything until I just go ahead and sit down and watch it.
Oh, okay, that's a good thing, because I was literally about to say something. So okay, never mind then. Yeah. All right.
No, you good? No, it's all good.
Are you sure? I mean, it's literally the ending.
No, don't talk about it right now. I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, yeah. That's why I'm not gonna say anything. Yeah, I'm happy I didn't say anything. But there we go.
Okay, so we had that, and then we had a new Blue Beetle trailer released. That's the other part of the DC news that we got.
I have not seen it.
Me neither. I have not seen it either. I think it was just recently, well, obviously within the last 7 days, but I think on the closer side of the last 7 days it was released. So let's go ahead and
see some George Lopez.
Yeah, let's get some George Lopez on the screen. Final trailer. Boom. It released 5 hours ago. Okay, so yeah, that's why we haven't seen it.
It ain't been 5 days.
All right, let's go.
Okay, on its way. Let's do this. Yeah. You gotta force it to come out. What do you? You're a genius. Well, I know. But what is it?
Did you know what was going to happen to my brother when you stuck him with this world-destroying thing?
It's called the Scarab. I had no idea it would activate. It has to choose you.
So how do we get it to unchoose me?
Host acquired.
Who said that?
Systems tracking 3, 2.
Okay.
Down, baby. I was down, but they see I'm up down, baby.
Host overreacting.
Overreacting? You kidnapped me!
When I hit you with that, you know.
Threat approaching. Engaging host protection.
Dig it like it's judo. And when we get in mode, I'ma dog it like I'm Cujo.
Threat eliminated.
Did that rapper just make a Cujo reference from 1970? What the fuck? I just heard that shit.
Sure did.
Bro, kids today don't know what Cujo is. How you put that? How you putting that in a modern rap song, bro? Ain't nobody know who Cujo is. What the fuck? That is ridiculous.
Protection.
Dig it like it's judo. And when we get in mode, I'ma dog it like I'm Cujo.
Threat eliminated.
What do you think the government is going to do when they figure out that some kid has this military tech?
Sit down, bust it down.
We are going to change the world with the power of the Scarab. It belongs to me.
Watch out, watch out!
Classic white lady, by the way.
Yes.
It belongs to me.
Oh, he's pissed.
Oh shit, okay.
Uptown, baby.
You got the wrong guy! I'm a nobody, but I swear!
I was down, but they see I'm up now, baby.
The world was
is a place to protect.
I have an arsenal at my disposal.
Anything, please.
Watch and learn, Jaime. Whatever you can imagine, I can create.
Yeah, that's more like it. That love you feel for your family makes you weak. You're wrong. My family, that's what makes me strong.
Oh, I forgot how bad it looks. Target the family.
Sorry, my mom.
Jaime?
You are our superhero, cabrón.
Y'all take shots, y'all aim up. Whoa!
You're the Blue Beetle. I could use that arsenal right about now.
Thought you'd never ask.
Hell yeah. Let me tell it down the way, don't stop.
Bust it down, bust it down.
Oh, Grandma.
I advise we back away.
Down, I was down, but they see I'm up now.
Grandma with the chopper.
Mm. Oh, it was all right. It wasn't terrible. It was good. It was all right.
Grandma got the chopper.
What you thought of it?
The same. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be a fun movie to watch, but I don't think it's going to be like, you know, groundbreaking in any sense of the word. But I'm sure it's going to be funny, and I'm sure it's going to be fun. Like a good popcorn movie is probably what it's going to be. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm basically feeling the same way.
Yeah, nothing. No hate on it. No hate
No.
on it. Just, I think it's going to be a good popcorn movie. Like, you know, it's going to be fun to watch, and that's about it. How about you? What'd you think?
Yeah, literally, basically the same thing. You know, I really do love the Blue Beetle character because I mean he is, and that character in general, the stuff the Scarab can do is really amazing. And that thing is a powerhouse, and the abilities it has, and the stuff that he's unlocked later on, it is insane how powerful Blue Beetle is, and he's always slept on. Because when you're looking at the list of the strongest heroes, he's never named, but he should be.
But he should be.
Yeah, he should be. Like that dude is a powerhouse. Like you can literally put a story together where he like takes everybody out, and anybody who really read comics will be like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's fine. You know, like because he's that powerful, and that thing abilities are amazing. But yeah, this is. That was interesting. There were some people who was upset that at least I was reading that the Scarab it has a female voice, which I was like, okay, I get it. Most of the time, it is depicted as a male voice, but I was like, that's not a big deal. And plus, it's understandable in the era that we're in now.
Wait.
So
why would you be mad about that? First of all, why would you be mad about it? Second of all, how do you distinguish in the comic form what gender the computer voice is?
It's because in all the other media that he shows up in, it's usually a male voice. That's what it. Like in Young Justice and
I see what you're saying. Okay.
And the animated series and stuff, it's always a male voice.
I was like, if you're reading the comic, like, how do you fucking know what a computer voice sounds like? You know what I mean?
Yeah, unless somebody like points it out.
Right. It's funny. I mean, Iron Man had Friday female voice. Spider-Man Homecoming, same shit. And Far From Home when he unlocks the shit.
Yeah.
Why people mad?
That's why I was like, it's not a big deal. And plus, again,
that dumbass
now was going to be a female voice.
That dumbass TikTok voice is fucking like a female voice. You know what I mean? Like every start of every fucking short video, reel thing.
Yeah.
You know? Who cares? I don't know. It looks like a fun movie, dude.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Is it something that's gonna get my ass in the theater? Wait, when did it come out? Did it say when it came out?
I don't know.
I think it's the week after I get there, isn't it? Isn't that what we said?
Because we said something about it. Yeah, we did say something about it. It was like, oh, is it coming out when you get there? It's like a week after you.
Yeah, it is a week after I get there. That's unfortunate. I was gonna say we could go, unless I was going to see it with you or something. Like I probably wouldn't go see it by myself or anything.
Yeah, same here. I don't think I'll go see it by myself. I mean, again, I'm a big Blue Beetle fan, but I just don't feel like, nah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. But I'm sure when it hits Max or whatever it hits, then I'll turn it on, for the evening before I go to sleep. See if I fall asleep as fast as Black Adam goes.
Oh my god.
What's up, Captain Comics? I appreciate you jumping in. What's up, Rob? He says,
Rob?
sorry I'm late. What have I missed? We just wrapped up the Blue Beetle trailer, but we still have plenty of other stuff to go into. This one's burning the midnight oil right now.
Yeah. We talked about the trailer, our feelings on it, and then we talked about his powers a little bit, very briefly. But yeah, ain't missing.
Yeah. Ain't crazy, ain't nothing crazy, but yeah. So, going from there, we can get into where the internet has lost their fucking mind over seeing Hugh Jackman in the original X-Men suit, because Ryan Reynolds went ahead and posted a picture of them on set together where he's in the Deadpool suit and Hugh Jackman is in the Wolverine suit. And there were a couple other pictures that were released of looked like a little fight scene between the two of them. Yeah, I mean the picture looks pretty comic accurate without any kind of additional touch-ups or whatever they're going to do to it post filming. But yeah, I don't care what they put him in. The facts are the facts that this dude is still 50 something years old, and and yeah, that's Wolverine's an old man Logan over here is gonna be our Wolverine for Deadpool 3. No, it's cool that everyone's getting excited about it. Like when I say like every other fucking picture that I was seeing posted, just everyone's excited about it. That's good. That's good to get a little bit of hype back into the movie, into Marvel and everything. So, yes. Yeah, I mean, I figure like Deadpool just annoys me in general, but I really like the first movie. Second movie was whatever, so the third movie is probably going to be the same, just kind of whatever, for me anyway. But if everyone's excited, then I'm excited for them being excited, I guess.
I feel you, and you're right. It is good to have some excitement back, because it has been a lot of down, a lot of just like, man, Marvel's fucking up. What's going on? These shows are ass. This is disappointing, or it just wasn't as good as it should have been. And to get some excitement is a good thing. That's a good thing, and it is going to be cool to have at least Wolverine, showing up in a main, actual canon Marvel event. Like, that's pretty freaking cool. Part of the MCU. That's pretty cool. So that is cool. And it opens the door even more for when we finally get the freaking X-Men to finally show up. So
yeah. Oh, for sure. There was also talk of Jennifer Gardner, or I guess it's not even talk, it's confirmed that she is going to be Elektra. There's going to be an Elektra cameo in Deadpool 3 from the Ben Affleck from the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie. Her Elektra is going to be making an appearance in Deadpool 3.
Yeah,
not the Elektra that we had in the...
She did get her own, their own separate movie, which was so bad that was the end of her. But she came back to life after dying in that movie.
Of course, she came back to life. She always come back to life.
Yeah, Elektra dies all the time and comes back. Like, she gets killed all the time. Honestly, she sucks at her job.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, Elektra's one of the worst fucking heroes you can count. Like, I'm not even gonna front. If I'm in a situation, there's superheroes around, and shit's getting bad, and Elektra shows up, I'm like, I'm doomed. We gonna die here together. We dead. What's she gonna do? She might die before me. Not saying she's not capable, but for whatever reason, she sucks at her job.
Honestly, every time I see her with the sides, and I'm just like, bro, Raphael would fucking kill her.
Raphael
needed to go get some training from Raffy. You know what I mean?
For real, man.
What the fuck?
Do something, man. She needs to do something, man.
What's not cool is that Colin Farrell is coming back as Bullseye. Colin Farrell as Bullseye? Was he Bullseye in the Ben Affleck movie?
I guess so. If he shows back up, she gonna be in her pants. She gonna be scared to death. She gonna be like, oh shit, this motherfucker kill me again.
What the fuck is Vinyl? I think Vinyl is trolling us.
But no, shit, you talking about old? Ain't she in her 50s?
Is she in her 50s?
She has to be up there. She's definitely in her 40s. There's no way she's in her 30s.
Oh yeah, he was Bullseye. I forget, dude. I blocked that movie out so much. Is he really showing up, Vinyl? Or are you bullshit? I think you're bullshitting us right now. I'm pretty sure. There's no way. There's no way.
So what is this? The retirement home for heroes showing up?
I would assume, knowing that it's a Deadpool movie and knowing how often like Elektra dies in the comics, that
they're gonna make a joke about it.
Oh, for sure, they're gonna kill her and make a fucking joke about it. Like
100%. Bob again, and then, yeah.
Oh my god, 100%. And they're like, this bitch just don't die, and like just like some shit like that is gonna go down for sure.
And to be fair, it would be funny.
Oh yeah,
I would laugh.
No, it'd be hilarious.
It'll be hilarious.
Yeah. I just looked it up. I forgot that he was Bulls. I haven't watched that movie probably since like 2000 and whatever it came, like 2003 or 4, whenever it fucking came out. Like, was probably the last time that I watched that movie because it was so bad. I just forgot that he was in it. I remember the whole build up with Elektra, and then she dies like 3 minutes later. That's pretty much like all I remember about that movie.
I laughed my ass off when I first saw that because I was like, you got the badass song, "Wake Me Up Inside." I'm getting all pumped up.
The Linkin Park
and shit. It's one of my favorite songs. She's doing her training and shit. You know what I'm saying? She getting it going. And then literally the next scene, she gets murked. I laughed my ass off. I was like, that is so fucking funny. And to this day, that shit still makes me laugh. Like, that shit is fucking funny, bro. So yeah.
That's a real testament for the time too, that Linkin Park was one of the songs in the movie. Like, that's how fucking old that shit was, 20 fucking years ago. God damn. Rob says that basically Deadpool 3 is going to be Deadpool kills the Fox Marvel universe. That's pretty funny.
That would be funny. Well, that means the Fantastic Four is going to show up too, huh?
Yeah, if he kills the old Fantastic Four.
It's like, shit, this is turned into Deadpool kills the Marvelverse, but like he said, it's the Fox universe.
Vinyl, of course, throwing some hands here where he says, Santa, retirement home is a sensitive subject for James.
Damn.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true.
He said it's true.
It's true. It's sensitive for me. You know, you got to calm down with all that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You don't want to get mad.
Yeah.
Run you off your lawn.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, so Deadpool 3 getting a little excitement out there. I think the pictures dropped either yesterday or the day before, and that's pretty much all I've seen since. Is just I'm scrolling through Instagram and I'm just like, oh, still everyone posting the same picture about Wolverine. So I'll just log off for a second and come back in later.
a little bit.
Let's see what else we got from Marvel. Do we have anything else Marvel wise? Doesn't look like it. So the next thing I got is we have a new Ahsoka trailer.
Okay, Star Wars, all right.
We're jumping into some Star Wars. Now, I'm not as Star Wars versed as some people might be, but I'll go ahead and load this up because I know a lot of people love this character. Hey, calm down. Sorry, it started playing like before I could even set it up. But Ahsoka, for those who don't know or have been living in a hole or whatever, it was Anakin's Padawan. And now getting her own little series on Disney Plus, which we didn't even know about her until Clone Wars, right?
No, it's so she came from the Clone Wars and like I guess I'm gonna say animated series because it wasn't like super cartoon, but it was a cartoon thing. From the animated series, they just literally made her up, and it was like, yeah, it's gonna be that. And then she became so popular that it was like, yeah, we're just gonna make this into the pure canon. And yeah, it just kind of went from there, and she is just blown the fuck up. I mean, hey, it worked. So I mean, they made a character. Hey, it reminds you, really, at least reminds me of the whole Harley Quinn thing. How she was literally just created to begin with off the Batman anime series, and then look how it just blew up, and it was like, fuck that, we got to put this bitch on everything. So they just went and kept going, and hey, it can happen.
Vinyl
Like,
says,
yeah.
don't forget the Willy Wonka and Napoleon trailers. I do have that written down. We will get to that. I was just waiting until we got past some of the comic book stuff first. And yeah, so we're on Star Wars now, so, and then we'll get into that stuff too. But yeah, that, like I said, there's so many trailers this week; it's kind of ridiculous.
War is inevitable. One must destroy in order to create. We are no Jedi.
Damn. Okay.
I started hearing whispers of Thrawn's return as heir to the Empire.
What happens when we find Thrawn?
Power, such as you've never dreamed.
I've spent most of my life fighting a war. That's why I'm trying to convince you to help me prevent another one. You and I both know who could help you with this.
She's still just as stubborn as ever.
I bet your master found you difficult at times.
Anakin never got to finish my training. I walked away from him, just like I walked away from Sabine.
You never made things easy for me.
Wait, did she walk away from him?
No, oh my God, I was waiting until we stopped. Because, he left, he walked away from her.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
It was not the other way around of like her saying, oh, fuck this. No, she was trying her best to like, no, don't do this, blah, blah. No, he walked away from her.
Because I feel like there was that whole emotional scene in Clone Wars where she was like devastated that he joined the dark side.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So of course, that right there already gives me a like, all right, yeah, go fuck yourself moment. All right.
My training. I walked away from him, just like I walked away from Sabine.
You never made things easy for me, Master.
As a Jedi, sometimes you have to make the decision no one else can. But I'm counting on you to see this through.
Nice haircut. Sometimes we have to do what's right, regardless of our personal feelings.
Buckle up.
If we don't stop Thrawn, everything will be in vain.
Whoa, hold on.
Buckle up.
If we don't stop Thrawn,
Bro, speaking of Elon Musk, that dude looked like Elon Musk. The fuck? They can't, bro. Is he hurting for money so bad he's acting in Star Wars stuff now? Oh my god!
I don't think Elon Musk would be hurting for money.
Loses $40 billion on Twitter, and now he's got to act in Star Wars stuff. Tell me that don't look like him.
Man made a phone call to the mouse, bro. Man called up Mickey. Oh, what's up, Musk? What's going on? He's like, yo, I need some help. You need a job? I got a job for you.
Yeah, you gotta paint your whole face blue and also your balls. Just your face and your balls. What do I have to show my balls on the screen? No, but we just need to know that they're blue.
Yeah,
everything will be in vain. You have no power.
Anakin spoke highly of you.
I'm not here to discuss my past.
We have a lot of work to do.
Once a rebel, always a rebel.
Okay. Oh, that's soon. That's in like a month and a half. Okay.
That is wonderful, and I'm not watching. So there we go.
You're not watching? You're not interested at all?
It gives me vibes of, and I hate it. I'm always gonna be honest up here. It gives me vibes of it's gonna be one of those shows, and I hope I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, I will watch. But it gives me vibes of a show that's gonna be like, you have to like force the female lead to just basically be like, I'm better than men. And in this case, it's just gonna be Anakin. and it's like that line of like I walked away from him. Like it gives me those kind of vibes. Going to be one of those kind of series, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. Now, if I am wrong and it's not one of those kind of series, and that was just a line and just the vibes I'm feeling are kind of wrong, and it's something a little bit different, then I'll give it a shot because I don't dislike Ahsoka. I think she's all right. She's overhyped as fuck. Her power scaling has went ridiculously high at times because honestly, she shouldn't be as good as she is. It doesn't actually make sense at times how they just make her like one moment her power level is like realistic, then the next moment she's doing feats that she should not actually be able to do. But I guess we'll see.
Okay. So we got Vinyl says, yes, Hannah, I didn't think of it that way. I think you're right. We got Mel the Queen says, I agree with Santa's take on Ahsoka. For backing up just a second, Rob says they must have a lot of faith in Deadpool 3. Oh, we're going back to Deadpool 3. Deadpool 3 script, since they are shooting without rewrites due to the writer's strike. Hopefully that leads to some good ad libs from Ryan Reynolds, which he's kind of up there as notorious for the ad libbing, where they just shoot like a whole bunch of stuff and just kind of keep his best ones. Okay, so watching that trailer, this is me as not a huge Star Wars person. I don't know a lot of the lore. I watch some of the movies and shows and just kind of go. I'm excited that it seems there's going to be a lot more lightsaber duels, action, battles going on, and not just like spy politics and like spaceship fights. You know, because usually that's what it's been for a minute now, especially with the last 3 movies. There's barely been any like lightsaber duels. That's always been my like Star Wars. You know, that's what draws me to Star Wars. But that's me personally, because I'm not a huge fan, so I will asterisk with that. I will watch it. I'll let you know. You know, obviously, if you know what's going on. But that's where it is for me. Is where I'm just like, oh, okay. I could kind of dig some of the duels. You know, I could get behind some of the villains, some more Sith going on, and some of the action there. But other than that, since I really don't know really shit besides like what I've seen, I don't know how else to feel about it. that's just me being honest, man. I really don't know how else to feel about it. I didn't that line where she was like, I walked away from Anakin. I was like, wait a minute. That doesn't seem right. But other than that, I didn't have an issue with the trailer at all. You know, it seems like it's going to be kind of cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
Power scaling is hard for me with Star Wars because I really don't know how. I mean, you know, I just don't know how they're gonna turn out. Well, we got a whole bunch of comments coming in here. We got Rob says Ahsoka framed for a crime in the Jedi Temple, a bombing of the building on Coruscant. I don't know. The Ark saw Ahsoka go on the run from the Jedi Order and the Republic after both groups turned against her. When the truth was discovered, the Jedi acquitted her of all her charges and asked her to rejoin the Jedi to continue her training, but she refused and walked away from Anakin and the Jedi. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That's where she walks away. I don't know. Again, not a big person in Star Wars lore. Rob obviously seems to know his shit. So there you go. Vinyl says, dude, that's what made Andor drag, the politics. Yeah. So I never even finished Andor. I thought it would. We've had this conversation that a lot of people like seem to think Andor is one of the greatest Star Wars shows, period. And after the heist, and I was like, wait, there's more? I thought it was just a heist show. And like after the heist is completed, I thought that was the end of it. And apparently there's more episodes, but I just never went back to go see.
That was one of the recent ones, right?
Yes, that was probably. I think that was the last one that they did.
Okay.
Kendo Games, what's going on, bud? Kendo Games says Sabine is not a Jedi.
Okay.
Not a Jedi. There we go.
Not Jedi.
I don't know. Dude, I am not a big Star Wars person, so you all have to inform me. And Chris probably knows more about Star Wars than me. So you guys have to inform me about what's going on here, because I'll just watch it for the lightsaber duels and be like, that was fucking dope, or that fucking sucked. That's gonna be the extent of of my shit. that I know. But like I really enjoyed The Mandalorian, season 1 and 2 at least. You know, I haven't even finished season 3.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like Star Wars for me is always back burner. But I don't know. The trailer looked okay. I don't have any, crazy issues with it.
Yeah.
Kendo Game says the show looks like they are making her one. Oh, okay. I gotcha. I see what you're saying. I don't know. We'll have to find out. I guess when it's at late August, so we got about a month and maybe a week, maybe 5 or 6 weeks before it comes out. 2-episode premiere, and we will see. Vinyl Dragon says no. They turned it into the Andor Variety Hour show after the heist. I never finished. I don't know. I know Vinyl Dragon definitely didn't like that show. Like I know that for a fact. He was with me on that one. I just didn't understand the point of the show. And yeah.
Because again, we'll go briefly because we still got other trailers to watch. But again, that's the whole biggest thing with me too when it comes to Star Wars. Like a lot of the old school stuff when it's literally just lightsaber battles is fucking cool as shit in some of the comics and definitely in games. But a lot of the politics and all the other shit is so boring. And it's just like, I'm with you. I'm like, honest to God, I'm just here to see people fight with lightsabers. Like, that is the Force and all that, using the Force to do cool shit. Honestly, that's your biggest seller, Star Wars. Like, I'm here for that shit. I don't really care about and even the battles in space, they can be boring to me too. Like, I'm not here for that. I'm here to see these dudes bring them lightsabers out, start throwing boulders and shit at each other with the Force. And you know what I'm saying? I'm like some fights. Somebody get their arm chopped off because it's Star Wars. It ain't Star Wars. Somebody get their arm chopped off. So I'm ready to see some arms getting chopped off, man.
I could dig some politics as long as it's not in the storyline that has been beat to death, where we're at now, and it still falls true with Ahsoka because Ahsoka's still in this like Skywalker timeline. So we could go back if we go back Knights of the Old Republic and start doing have some politics sprinkled in there, no problem. Because it's something new. It's something it's something different. I don't know what the outcome is going to be. That's my main issue with the Star Wars lore, that they're dropping these new shows or new movies that are like in the middle or prequels or whatever. It's like I know how it's gonna end. Because we know who still exists, who lives, who dies, I know. You don't have to end the series with me knowing that in the Obi-Wan show that Obi-Wan is going to live and Darth Vader is going to live. So it's like, it's not exciting for me to see them square up against each other and be like, okay, like we know nothing's really going to happen here.
Yeah. Because, they can get away with having them fight each other, even though, again, in the old established thing, it's like, well, these fights technically never happened. But at the same time, it's like, well, since this time frame is like somewhat skipped on years, you can say it still happened. We never mentioned it before, but I guess it did happen. Like, you can do that, but like you said, the overall outcome. You know when the individuals actually die. So no matter what, the stakes are at its lowest because nothing's going to happen. Right. And that's an issue that I have. And we've said it before. I've said it. You've said it. They need to go back into that Knights of the Old Republic time frame where you can literally just do what you want. You can have high-scale battles. You can have high-scale politics on something totally different, not the same beat-to-dead horse. And it could be interesting, and you can actually have free range to have fun. Why do you think Knights of the Republic was so popular and it blew up the way it did? Because they was able to just do whatever the hell they want, make new Jedi, new Sith, and just have crazy cool thing happen and make up an interesting story where you're not tied behind, well, we can't have this happen because we know what happens later on. So shit, we got to work around that. It's like an anime with Dragon Ball Z. When you look at Dragon Ball Super, the fact that they tied themselves to saying, well, Dragon Ball Super takes place before the events of the end of Z. Well, if that's the case, Goku and Vegeta them are alive. So whatever villain shows up, no matter how powerful they are, even when the Tournament of Power showed up, and it was like, if your universe loses, everybody in the universe is erased, not just the people who participated, your whole universe is gone.
Right.
Well, at the end of Z, Goku and them are still there, so no matter what, we know they won. Like, you lose stake. You lose that, oh my God, what's about to happen? It's like, there's no suspense here. I know what's going to happen. I know who wins because I know where this timeline is. So it's like you have like that's a handicap, and it hurts you. It does.
It does. It does. And the thing is, like, people now rag on like shows like Game of Thrones so much because of how, you know, the season finale was. But if you were to go back and look at why that show was as popular as it was, is because you legit did not know what was going to happen to some of these main characters. Main characters were killed off like it was nothing. So when it was like it was your classic showdown of good versus evil or whatever, good didn't always win. Like, it wasn't always like, oh, this is so predictable, what's going to happen, who's going to betray who, blah blah blah. No, motherfuckers really did like just get thrown off and die and whatever. And that's what made people be like really watching it week to week, and it became the most pirated TV show of all time, and blah 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 and everything. And it's like, yeah, because you had that suspense element that was like legit there. You didn't have like with these shows and movies with Star Wars. It's just like, okay, yeah, well, we know what's going to happen, so it's not like you can build it up as much as you want and make it as suspenseful as you can possibly make it. But at the end of the day, both these characters are making it through.
Exactly. There's no real scary thing that's going to happen. Like, we know the ending. We know it happens, so it's like, yeah, that's nice, but we already fucking know how it ends. So okay, like, how much can you really do? Yeah, so I'm with you on that, man. It's just,
All right, let's catch us on some comments here. Vinyl Dragon says, Santa, this is the case of repeating things over and over for the elderly. God damn it. Rob says, you didn't finish Andor, so you missed the big Wookiee Ewok orgy at the end. Damn it, I missed it. I missed the furries in action. That's what I missed.
Y'all motherfuckers nasty. Y'all definitely making sure I ain't watching that shit.
I might have missed that, but I've been to a Comic-Con, so I know what the furries look like, so it's all good. You know what I mean? Rob says Sabine trained, or I might be saying that right. Is it Sabine, whatever? Trained as a Jedi to master the lightsaber skills needed to wield the dark blade, but had no involvement or relationship with the Force side of the Jedi Order. Okay, there we go. So we get a little update on that character. Vinyl Dragon said, did they ever close the chapter on Darth Maul? Yeah, I think Darth Maul died again. And
he does come back. And
Rebels?
Did he die in Rebels again, though? Or did he live? Rob, you might have to tell us on that one, man. Is he still alive? Well, obviously, you know me. Like, did he survive Rebels? Because I felt like he survived. I felt like his brother died in Rebels, and he lived. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Rob, if you know, just let us know.
Yeah, I can't. Like, that's one of those shows, that and Clone Wars, where like I put it on and it was like interesting at first, and then I was just kind of like, whatever, it's background noise at a point. So for me, like, I really don't know.
Yeah.
But there you go.
I didn't have the time to really get into Rebels, and I still kind of don't right now. It doesn't interest me enough for me to like stop what I'm like watching to get into it.
Right. I mean, I heard it's good. Like,
I heard that too.
Star Wars fans.
One last thing on Game of Thrones before I forget. One last thing on Game of Thrones. The one thing I did hear all the time when it was like, whenever you watch it, don't get attached to anybody. And I was like, oh shit. So yeah, exactly what you were saying. It's like, yeah, you don't know who the fuck's gonna live or die. So that was.
I mean, it was a game changer. I mean, obviously the book started in the 90s. It was a game changer of a fantasy lore, and then it was a game changer of a TV show
definitely, because the books, as good as the books was, the TV show was what put it over the edge. Because no one was really talking about those books in the mainstream. When that series came out, now everybody, the world, was talking about that shit.
Yes, exactly. 100%. I mean, excellent story telling. Mm-hmm. If you go back and read the books, I mean, obviously there's so much more in the books, but what really surprised me about it was, even though they were like some thick ass books because they were long, they were page turners, dude. Like, it was legit. Like, there was not a boring moment, except that there was one book that was a lot of politics in there, but I can't remember which one it was, but for the most part, like, they were fucking, like, you're burning through them because you're like, God damn, what's gonna happen? Who's dying next? Who's going for the throne? Who's doing this? So I mean, that shit was legit, like suspenseful, crazy, everything like that. So yeah, I mean, if you don't know what's gonna happen, obviously it's gonna be more intense, and you're worried about the character that you like and you're invested in. And so what I think Star Wars, and especially the Disney Star Wars, has issue with is that they just keep focusing on this timeline, because I don't know if they're afraid of branching out, or they're just like, this is what's working. Like, this continues to get money, so we're just gonna beat the dead horse till it stops spitting out
it's
points.
like, if you even mention Vader, you know, people are gonna, oh shit, it's Vader. So
yeah,
maybe that's it. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. When you could like easily just create another character, and it doesn't even like it, you know, we could jump way in the future. We don't have to jump way in the past. Jump way in the future.
True.
And just create this character that's just like completely badass and just fucking slaughtering people. I don't know.
That's true. You're right. It can be like a new Sith Lord who's tucking over, and then like an actual, like, real legit version of trying to build a new Jedi Order. Yeah, something cool like that.
Rob says the last time that we saw Darth Maul was in the end of the Solo movie, so he's out there somewhere. I actually never saw Solo, so I missed that part. I didn't even know he was still kicking it.
I guess he's still alive. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
Because I figured in Rebels, I knew his brother died, and I don't think he died. So yeah, okay.
Well, there you go. So was Dune and Godfather comics. You talk about the books? What are we talking about here? If you just said that Dune was a page turner, you and I gonna fight, because Dune was not a page turner.
I mean this from the bottom of my heart, man. I love our community, man. Like, I love our guys, man. Like, I love these guys. Like, seriously, man. Like, you know, yeah, they agree old Black Santa, but honest to God, I love these guys. That's why I say thank you, guys. I love y'all. Y'all got me laughing and shit. Y'all be getting me a good ass movie. No matter how crazy and shitty day could be at work, when I get this podcast going, I know you guys gonna get me going. So I love y'all.
That's right. That's right. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Vital, what are you talking about with the Dune and the Godfather? I need to know.
We need to know. I just want to know.
He says like, it's not all working. They create $1 billion hire at Disney parks for Star Wars, and then now they want to close it this September. Not the park, the hotel. I think that maybe that's what he was saying. $1 billion hotel. He auto-corrected, I think. Yeah. So, okay, there you go, hotel. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there, dude. The like the whole concept of that was really weird just from the start. Yeah. I could see when the videos came out of the rooms and how small they were, and like, I mean, they said it was supposed to be like an interactive experience at the hotel, but it was like an all day type thing. And I was like, but like that's a park. That's not a, like, you're going on vacation to Disney to spend the day at the hotel. That's kind of weird. I don't know.
Yeah. Very.
So, you know what I mean, some people do that. They'll take a hotel day, like a rest day or a chill day or whatever. But for me, if I'm like taking a vacation to Disney, you know what I mean? Like, because I'm not close to it, I want to go to the parks. I don't want to be spending the day at the hotel. Yeah. So I don't think they really thought that one all the way through. They're claiming that like a huge loss for their tax purposes, which of course they are. And then they're going to repurpose the hotel into something else. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do with it, but obviously people don't want to spend like $3,000 a night on this Star Wars themed hotel, because I think that's what it was cost. It was, oh, here we go. Mine might have more. No one wants to spend 3 days and it costs $5,000. So not quite $3,000 a night, but still it was fucking close. God damn. They should have done a Love Boat Star Wars cruise. He texted me while I was at the Comic-Con this weekend. He's like, I seen your buddies from the Love Boat show are there at the Comic-Con. I was like, this motherfucker.
Nice.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Oh my God, great.
Oh my God. All right. Moving on from Star Wars.
What's next?
We just have random ones here. So Barbie hasn't even released yet, and it's like projected to be, you know, this great fucking movie. So much so that they're doing a spin-off already of Ken. So Ken is getting his own little spin-off movie. From
They really think this Barbie movie is gonna sell that much?
Dude, like everyone involved in this movie is famous as fuck, from the actor, actresses, to the director, the producer. I don't know, dude.
That Flash movie was the greatest superhero movie of all time.
What's that?
Weren't there a bunch of people saying the Flash movie was the greatest superhero movie of all time?
Yeah, there was a whole bunch.
And now it's like DC's biggest flop of all time?
Correct. Yes, it finally passed $100 million over the last week.
Yeah. So, no offense, but I don't see how this Barbie movie. I mean, I could be wrong. This shit could be as good as Mario, but I just don't see how you can say that right now. Like, I can see Mario doing good. It's fucking Mario, but I don't see how the Barbie movie. You know what? Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
You know what it's got going for it?
I'm not a Barbie girl, so I don't know. In a Barbie girl, I don't know.
There is that. It is a very white-centered movie, I'll tell you that. Everyone in there is white as fuck, bro. Like, I ain't seen one single black actor or actress in that fucking
Not
show.
one, huh?
Not
one. Problem up there, man. You're looking around, man. What a color out here, man? What's going on here, man?
I was like, God damn.
Is that like a sign? No black people allowed?
No black people. Barbie goes into the real world and she's like, what the fuck is this?
What the fuck? She's like 10 times worse than what we saw from The Boys when my man came in there looking at these new people and shit. See people like men holding hands and all this shit. She's like 10 times worse. You see like black people walking around like, wait, hold on. It's like, what the fuck? Yo, let me go call Ken real quick. What the fuck is going on?
I was about to say when Captain America comes out of the ice.
What really happened that they never showed?
I'm dying, dude. That shit's
the captain says son to a black person. It's a whole different meaning than what we thought it was.
Oh shit!
Oh
my
boy.
God!
Nah, let's not do that cap like
that. So Barbie. I don't even know what I'm saying now. It's so fucking funny. Oh my god, it's funny. Okay, all right. So yes, Barbie is projected to be doing amazingly. Apparently, I don't know, but they've already approved this Ken shit. But what I was going to say, what Barbie has going for it is that it's like a kid-centered movie. So then, of course, the whole family has to go, which is what drives ticket sales up. Because obviously, mom, dad, and the kids go instead of just like, dad goes to a Marvel movie or whatever. He doesn't necessarily bring the whole family, or like a teen goes to whatever movie or a horror movie. It doesn't necessarily bring the whole family to a horror movie. But for Barbie, since it's a kids movie, you bring the whole family for that. So that's what it has going for it as far as numbers wise. But who knows what it's actually going to do? I don't know, but apparently they're really expecting it to do very well because they're approving spinoffs already. It hasn't even released yet, and they're approving spinoffs.
Damn. Yeah, that's one thing for Barbie to get that. I don't know if Ken's gonna get that love.
Well, it's Ryan Gosling, so I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. His Drive movie was pretty good. Okay. That's about the only thing I like.
I'm just saying, Ken ain't Barbie.
That's true.
Family want to go see Ken too. They just see Barbie. They gotta go see Ken too.
Yeah, I don't know if it's good enough. Maybe they'll go. I don't know.
What the hell has Ken done? Oh, I see Barbie doing everything. What the hell has Ken done? He just there.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
He's a gold digger.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah, Barbie the one out here doing shit.
You know what?
She be doctoring astronauts. You know
what?
Barbie, everything. Ken always the same motherfucker in just in a suit or in his undies. You know what I'm saying? What? That's all Ken ever is. He on the beach.
Good on you, Ken.
Barbie's money.
Get that bag, Ken.
Get that bag, Ken.
Get that money, Ken. You see them gold digging whores all the time, baby.
I hear that.
Get that money, Ken.
Get that bag, Ken.
Ken got that good dick. You know he got that good dick because he locking up Barbie, bro.
That's why she never left. He don't want motivating her, huh?
If Barbie leaves, he getting half. You know what I mean? He got that good dick.
Damn, kid.
I ain't saying he a gold digger.
But he ain't listening to no broke bitches.
Oh shit. Vital says that Kevin Smith last night on his podcast says that he has seen it at the theater 4 times. Plus, he has a bootleg copy. All right, this is Vinyl Dragon, so take this with a grain of salt here. Plus, he has a bootleg copy on his phone. So if it's so good, why is it on digital on the 18th? God damn it. Yeah. Kevin Smith was actually at the show in Knoxville that I was at this weekend. And I heard a story that he was like, I don't know if this is true because I didn't see it, but like he was like trying to rush to his booth or something, and he was pulling a suitcase behind him. That he was like not really paying attention and just like hitting random people with his suitcase as he was like trying to rush through the crowd or whatever. I thought that was the funniest shit. I was like, can you imagine getting your sneakers scuffed and then you turn around and it's fucking Kevin Smith with a suitcase? I'd be like, I don't care who you are.
Do I get mad or do I just let it go?
Yeah.
What do I, man? Damn. I guess I ain't cool. I guess.
I don't know.
Trying to say sorry?
No, I doubt it.
Yeah, that hurts.
He probably wasn't even paying attention, dude. It's Kevin Smith, bro. He was like the most famous name. He was the most famous name at the show. I do have to name drop a fact that I almost literally ran into William Zabka over the weekend. Because and they were doing like the little Karate Kid / Cobra Kai panel or whatever. But him and Ralph Macchio were there. Not too far from where my booth was actually. So by the way, Ralph Macchio is a short motherfucker.
Yeah.
He is short, dude. Both his handlers were fucking taller than him, and they were both women. I'm not saying nothing about it. I'm just saying that he's short as shit. Yeah. I was like, I didn't expect it because I guess everything. Obviously, Karate Kid, he was a kid, and then Cobra Kai. I guess they just kind of make it look like he's a little bit taller or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, I was a little surprised by the fact that he was so short. But the Saturday night, I'm walking out of the show a little bit later. And I got my head in my phone, just kind of like checking on Instagram because there's like no service in the fucking thing. So when I finally got out, I was just checking my phone for everything, and people right in front of me like just stopped short out of nowhere, and I almost literally ran into William Zabka. And I was like, "Oh shit, I'm sorry, dude." And then I looked up and I saw who it was. I was like, "Oh, I loved you in How I Met Your Mother." And then I just like kept going. I thought that would be funny to say. He had like he gave me like a fake chuckle and just like went back to whatever he was doing. But I thought it was funny, but because he does actually appear in one episode of How I Met Your Mother. But I was making a joke of like I thought he was Barney Stinson type of thing. Like you wait. But he does actually appear in How I Met Your Mother. But I thought it was fucking funny.
It was hilarious. I'll let nobody tell you.
Yeah, that was my little celebrity run-in this weekend. That was about it.
That's right.
That's about as high as I go.
Remember what Magneto told Pyro, man. You're a god among ants. Don't let nobody tell you anything different.
I don't know if we should be taking advice from Magneto about.
Dude. I would look up to Magneto. And I'll be honest with you, I'll probably going to have to kill him. Trust me, old Black Panther be an OP, I'll be all movie. And but I killed him, I'll shed a tear. Okay, man, I need a cool shit.
Okay.
Complete, in a way, racist that he is to humans and all. But I love Magneto. He awesome, man. What the fuck we talking Magneto? Anyway. I was talking about Magneto. Shit.
Huh?
It's your fault.
What? My fault that we're talking about Magneto?
I don't know, man.
You were just saying that he's got, like, he was telling people he got amongst ants.
Yeah, but it was something I wanted to say. Oh, yeah, the small thing. So, the reason why I want to shop because I remember I went to a Day event and I saw the wrestlers and I was like, it was very young. And I was like, damn, y'all a lot shorter than I thought y'all was. And since that day, I was like, yeah, I'm never gonna overhype certain people like that ever again. Except for like, I know for a fact I can see the statistics on a lot of like athletes, and even some of them are kind of bullshit because some of the quarterbacks they'll say a little taller than what they actually are.
Oh,
but
of course, yeah.
Usually NBA wise, they got the numbers straight down so you know how tall NBA players, and you see them motherfuckers are tall.
With hockey, it was a common thing that they would list their height or whatever, but it was their height on skates, so it was like an extra couple inches
to make them taller.
Yeah, to make them seem like they were a little bit taller. But then there were certain dudes like Chara, who played for the Bruins forever, who literally was like 6'9" off skates, and that dude had the hardest slap shot in the NHL, period, and was just a 6'9" and on skates like 7 foot dude. Fucking barreling at you at 30 miles an hour. I was like, bro, that would be terrifying to see that shit.
That would be.
Just like you have the puck and you see Chara out of nowhere, just like the juggernaut fucking coming at you. Like
He's coming at you. Like, oh shit!
I'll be like, oh well, today I die. I guess. I don't know.
Exactly. It was a good one. He looked back at all your compliments, and right before he hit you, like, nah, shit, it really wasn't. I ain't do shit, and then that's it.
I didn't do a shit.
Can
you imagine your life flash before your eyes? You're like, fuck, that kind of sucked, bro. Yeah, that shit was pretty weak, bro. I don't know.
Pretty weak, man. Like, damn, this sucks, man. Shit. Hopefully I get reincarnated to somebody who actually did something.
Oh shit! All right, we have 2 more trailers that we need to knock through, and then
let's get to it.
At that point, the first trailer I think just came out recently is the new Willy Wonka trailer. We got some Wonka shit going on.
Oh man,
I don't know if it's just a straight remake. I haven't seen it, so I don't know if it's just straight remake or if we're going into some new material, but probably just a straight remake. But let's go ahead and load it up and see what we got.
All right, let's see.
Hey, chill. What the hell? Hello?
Traveling the world, perfecting my craft. You see, I'm something of a magician, inventor, and chocolate maker. So quiet up and listen down. Nope, scratch that. Reverse it.
Mr. Wonka, I can see you're a man of great ingenuity.
What are you doing?
I'm making chocolate, of course. How do you like it? Dark, white, nutty, absolutely insane.
Many people have come here to sell chocolate. They've all been crushed by the chocolate cartel. You can't get a shop
chocolate
without selling
cartel.
chocolate, and you can't sell chocolate without a shop. No daydreaming.
What are we gonna do, Willie? Huh?
Huh.
A double hump.
Do you have a pencil and paper?
Uh-huh.
I got an idea. I know things haven't been easy for you. They're gonna get better.
You promise?
I pinky promise. That's the most solemn vow there is.
Where do we start?
A good chocolate simple.
Where's this? It's just weird. What's happening? Oh, what's a chocolate that makes it fly? Let's find out, shall we? Who's for a Hummerjob?
Nothing to see here. Just a small group of people defying the laws of gravity.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Gallery Gourmet, my name is Willy Wonka.
He's good. Too good.
Pretty sure I've gained about 150 pounds in the last 2 weeks.
You could change her life, Mr. Wonka. Change all their lives.
Run away! Every good thing in this world started with a dream. So you hold on to yours.
Here we go, Mama.
Mark my words, this is gonna be the greatest chocolate shop the world has ever seen. So you're the funny little man who's been following me.
I will have you know that I am a perfectly respectable size for an Oompa Loompa.
An Oompa what now?
Allow me to refresh your memory.
Oh, I don't think I want to hear that.
Too late. I've started dancing now. Once we've started, we can't stop.
So it's a Wonka origin. Okay.
Yeah, it's a prequel. It's to get things going. That's not a bad idea. I'm actually kind of shocked it took this long for them to do it.
I can get down with that. I'm all right with that.
My only complaint is, man, this is what I would do. I'll put John Cena in was one of the members of the Chocolate Cartel, right? And I would have had that one that they got fight in a chocolate wrestling ring. You know what I'm saying? And John Cena's home turf.
Sure.
Nah, honestly, that looked all right, man. It ain't look too bad.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it. It looks like it's gonna be the story of how Wonka loses his parents for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just expect some sadness going on in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it looks like it's gonna be, whatever. It'll be cute.
I can get down with that too. I'm with you.
Especially if it came from the people who made Paddington. Which, by the way, if y'all haven't seen Paddington, it's like one of the saddest kids movies of all time. Alexis and I went to see it thinking it was going to be some cute, feel-good movie. Nah, bro.
It was not.
That shit was fucking depressing. I was like, why am I feeling sad about a kid's movie right now? This is not...
They were like, this is what they're telling the kids now? Damn.
It's not how I choose to spend my life. If I'm going to a movie, I don't want to feel sad for 2 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't fucking go to I didn't want to watch The Notebook. You know what I mean? I didn't go see The Notebook. I came to see Paddington Bear, do some fun kid shit, you know, but it'll probably have some sad moments, but yeah, no, it looked all right. Other than that, Vinyl Dragon says, Chris, can you send me a tiny segment or save me a tiny segment before the end of the show, which will be called Dragon at the Movies Review? Okay.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah.
He is not as enigmatic as his predecessor. You talking about like Johnny Depp, or you talking about Gene Wilder? Who we talk? I mean, both of them, I guess, were a little bit more enigmatic, but maybe he just
I was gonna say both of them motherfuckers was up.
Gains his confidence.
That first dude, he was something else. But and obviously Johnny Depp, he is. So yeah.
As he rises the ranks, I don't know. All right, so let's go ahead. And the last one that we're going to put on is one that was requested by Vinyl Dragon himself.
There we go.
And so we're going to go ahead and put the new Napoleon trailer and see what's going on there. So let's go ahead and share screen. Oh, it's an Apple original. Okay, I see.
There's the chaos in the streets. We must make an example, or France will fall. What would you do if this assignment of defense was transferred to you?
I promise you brilliant successes.
Everyone around.
Hey, it's the Joker.
What is this costume you have on?
This is my new
So near.
I let the French victory too long.
What is your name?
Napoleon.
Has the course of my life just changed? Napoleon.
I am destined for greatness. But those in power will only see me as a sword.
I suggest you take the throne as a king.
Holding on.
Shall we vote?
He looks a lot more like his gladiator role here than he does the Joker, for sure. Yeah, he's gained all his weight for Napoleon, and then he's gonna have to lose it all again for the Joker.
Yep. The life of an actor sometimes.
This vermin has held the world hostage with his egotism and his lack of simple good manners.
You think you're great? You are just a tiny little brute that is nothing without me.
All of Europe is uniting forces against me.
What's the outcome of this if you don't succeed?
Your Majesty, we are discovered. Good. first to admit when I make a mistake. I simply never do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can dig that.
I can too. My only thing is, I wanted a scene where everybody was shooting and my man just started dancing randomly. But no, seriously. That looks great, though. That looked good.
For sure. All right. Okay, well, there we go. So we got some trailers. We got some Marvel, DC news. We had some sports stuff.
Yeah.
I know we'll get into anime probably next week a little bit. We were talking about.
Mhm.
But we're going to call it here for the night. And we hope you join us next Tuesday. If you're still hanging with us, hit that like button for us.
Yep.
Subscribe, smash it. And we'll catch you next Tuesday. As always, stay villainous and